Remember this. This is still the first time in over 300 years that this has happened. Yes, they missed one of the most important things out. They left the date of the 20p coin in 2008 for a reason, or was it a mistake? Or maybe not, as they was just marking the occasion, waiting for the right time to fool the people again, as always, as they have done in the past so easily, bit by bit, until it's too late. The sheep do not see it coming, as they believe all the propaganda that's fed to them. Just like the rabbit blinded by lights and still cannot see what is happening in front of it. Now it's time to bring out stage 2 of the cashless society, as the first was the credit cards. And now they're still trying to make a moneyless society, with bitcoins and other digital currencies for the sheep. Not like silver and gold that have true value for over 5,000 years, that you can hold in your hands and see your true wealth that you can trade anywhere in the world. And no need for a computer or the internet, and without silly devices. All I need to do is hold it in my hands and I feel my true wealth in the metal. You see the slaves, sheeple falling for this time after time? It is you see the sheep do it all the time, follow the masters and the controllers. And soon there will be no way back. You will lose it all at the push of a button, and you're not the ones in control. You just think you are in control of the buttons that matter. Well, you're not. They are. All it takes is one push that can do it. End it all. One push, and you're all as good as dead. As your masters control the keyboards that allow you to live. And the time will come you will all be RF chipped up as a true slaves should be. With the moneyless society the banks still want to create, cashless society. It will be the last time. These coins really are the only true mementos, they're the epitaph of this era. They were being created by the most illustrious coin maker in history, the Royal Mint, the people who never made any massive mistakes for over 300 years. At the same time the entire world went into global financial meltdown. These coins show us the true worth of this fiat, debt, money. It is worth nothing at all, unless you want it to be and can convince enough people of its value. The Bank of England pre-1946 was a privately owned enterprise, who coerced the American government in 1913, into introducing the Federal Reserve System with its fiat monetary system, debt money and just a massive Ponzi scheme. The new Bank of England today is still owned by the original owners, as the shares were swapped on a one-to-one basis for the original ones, so it is still a private-owned corporation. Owned by elusive, private individuals, elite families, or international corporations, and not the people of Great Britain. The Bank of England Nominees Act of 1977 hides their real identities. The money we use today is fiat, debt money, and is not backed by anything other than the commodities of the country that use it. Commodities, this means you, the people. Today all the world minerals rights are owned by the rich. Go to the Bank of England and ask for the £50 sterling note changed for the £50 of sterling silver. No way, your £50 is worth only £50, printed paper with some glorified symbols on it. Money today is dead money, a pyramid or super Ponzi scheme. The true reality of banking and finance is that it is all a big con job. Today the total world debt in 2008 is approximately £50 trillion on 6.8 billion people. This massive amount of debt is owed to the owners of the global banks. So 98% owe 2%. For what? Their greed? Our stupidity? So these are the only true mementos and the epitaph of this era. I wanted to put £100 million, yes £100 million, but eBay would only allow the £10 million. So get bidding. Yes, I am mad. I go into burning buildings to save others whom I do not know and will receive very little monetary reward for it. But I do know an historic event and its important significance in the investment and financial world, especially at the exact time of the global financial meltdown. Soon to hit another hiccup and taking all the remaining wealth of people who have it. Get gold or silver and hang on to it, it will only go up in value. Now can you see the inherent potential of these lucky coins and their significance? These few thousand coins are priceless historic reminders of the global bankers' stupidity and greed. All we need to do is some global publicity campaigns to get the ball rolling, and then we can get great returns on our investment of their blunders. Hence this small publicity of mine, to get the information out. New info: recently the Supreme Courts have stopped the government body on banking, the OFT, from helping the little man out. You can take your individual cases to court if you wish and more than likely win. However, a much better option is to use the same contract that the Supreme Court used and charge the bank yourself. You signed the contract in the local bank and they use head office to screw you, well, the computer. So now, you go down to the local bank, and they say sorry, we don't deal with that, or you'll have to contact this department or this phone number. This is a breach of their contract with you. So you have a legal claim and you can prove your loss. You write a registered letter to them and demand more money than the charged you, and give them 30 days to pay, or charges will increase with the next letter. They will of course ignore you. 30 days later you write again, this time demanding another payment on top of the first from continued losses you are incurring. Time, effort, very costly, financial costs, fuel, paper, ink and registered letters. Plus this time you mention that if after another 30 days, if they have not paid, compensation will also be demanded. Normally they give in and pay you, asking you to keep quiet. However, they are the big guy and we are inconsequential. Within the commercial system we are living under, this might have to go back to court. Do not give in to them. We are all human beings and not people. Law is for men and women and not for people. Commercial law or legislation, acts of parliament, regulations are for people and corporate entities. Now do you think it's time for you, the human beings, or stay as a slave forever? Good luck and a brighter future to one and all.